How about now?
You're not filming, right?
Yes, we are.
You are?
Yeah. Why?
How about now?
There we go. See if my phone can pick us up on the audio. Hello? Testing.
There we go. See if my phone can pick us up on the audio. Hello? Testing.
All
Sounds good
right.
there.
So y'all know, like, how wow, if I can talk. Y'all know how we like to do it here. We like to do it informally, but that's no problem at all. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's been a hot minute.
It's been a country minute, but we're back on the saddle again. We definitely have a major severe weather event approaching here in the south central area here. Definitely a big range of area here.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
It's definitely pretty crazy for sure. We can actually check this date out. So this is for tomorrow. I do realize, we both realize that there are some severe storms going on, and we actually heard some thunder here, surprisingly, in the past couple minutes. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, the big event's definitely gonna be tomorrow. There we go. Definitely see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy.
Absolutely. So this pretty much is pretty much summary is a regional severe weather outbreak appears likely across the parts of the plains into the Arklatex and Arklamis regions, which is Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi. Thursday into Thursday night with few strong tornadoes, widespread damaging winds, and hail all expected. It's pretty much similar to the setup that we had last week with those storms.
It definitely is for sure. It's definitely pretty crazy. I just realized I threw that off the screen. That was pretty bad.
Oh no.
There we go. That's fine. We do it live here, folks. We do it very, very live.
Unedited, unscripted.
Yeah, so if you guys like this kind of content, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button before we go any further. If you are on here, hello. Definitely hit that like button. Definitely leave a comment down in the chat here. We love chatting with you guys. If you catch this afterwards, definitely leave a comment down below. We absolutely love hearing from you guys. Hopefully all you guys are staying safe out there. It's been a hot minute, like we said earlier. It's been, I don't know, a couple weeks.
Yeah, it has been. We had some. I was out on vacation, and I know you got sick a little bit. And
I did, yeah. I was
during the storms yesterday. We had to take care of a Houston with Hopper, so everything's all good for her now. So
yeah, exactly. Stream Elements bot is running.
All right,
you go, bot. All right. But yeah, so we have a lot going on tomorrow, folks. So we have a moderate risk tomorrow, so it's definitely pretty crazy. We probably don't even need this, to be honest. We can just look at it. So it's definitely pretty crazy. This actually stretches from Dallas, Fort Worth, all the way up to Pine Bluff, possibly even Little Rock tomorrow. At least with the moderate risk, but it's definitely gonna be enhanced risk is a big area, and then the slight risk in the yellow is even bigger. So that's pretty crazy to see for sure. Just to see how big that risk is. Even general thunderstorm risk all the way up through central Illinois, Indiana, all the way over to the Carolinas as well. So it's definitely pretty crazy. But yeah, it's definitely pretty interesting to see. For March, I mean, at least March 1st, March 2nd, I should say. Oops.
Yeah, getting close to the heart of tornado season here, especially in the tornado outbreak areas. But as we've seen throughout this year alone, that you can get tornadoes any time of the year. Yeah. Especially recently, there's been an uptick in huge supercell storms, definitely some KLCSs we haven't seen a lot more in the uptick. So tomorrow's another demonstration of this, as you see on the map, just stretching the moderate as all the way from, like you said, from Dallas to Pine Bluff, and then the slight risk all the way up to parts of extreme southeastern Missouri. They're all the way down to San Antonio. So you're definitely looking at a broad range there.
It's definitely pretty crazy to see this, folks. I mean, it's definitely crazy. So if you live in these areas, I mean, even in the marginal risk here, the darker green color, you definitely want to be on the lookout. As we've seen before, we've seen multiple tornado warnings and tornadoes touch down even in the marginal risk. But yeah, if you guys are in the slight risk, the yellow, the enhanced risk, the orange, and the moderate risk, the red, definitely be on the lookout for sure. Definitely keep your eyes on the skies. Definitely have a safety preparedness kit. Definitely make sure you guys are ready for anything in these areas. I mean, we're talking large hail, we're talking tornadoes, we're talking damaging winds. So it's definitely going to be pretty crazy. Maybe some dust storms down there too.
Possibly, yeah. Can't rule that out.
So it's definitely pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully we get some people joining in. I definitely want to see some people in here for sure. Yeah, it's definitely pretty crazy. Sometimes I know it doesn't show the count sometimes. It's just weird.
Yeah, it might take a second for it to update, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely shout out to all of our subscribers here. Do apologize we haven't been on here in a long time. But had some crazy, some things to deal with. So it's definitely pretty crazy. I'm switching overnight next week, actually, so hopefully that'll clear up my day schedule. Of course, I have to get some sleep still, but that's no problem at all. So Keith and I are actually going to be working together again, and then we're going to start a podcast, too, on the weekends, I think. We're going to start getting that. We're going to talk about mythology, things like that. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely be on the lookout. We'll definitely make sure you post the channel, the channel here as well. But like I said, it's definitely been a wild couple weeks for both of us.
Absolutely, for sure, yeah.
But it's nice to be back in the saddle for sure. So we do appreciate you guys still sticking around. We definitely have given us one of the best jobs in the world, at least.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, it's definitely awesome to be here. Awesome to be with my brother again.
Absolutely, back at it again. It's been way too long, but it's glad to be
here.
Trying to give you guys the most accurate weather possible and give you guys up to date on storms. Just make sure you guys get no cookie cutter nonsense that some people give of saying, oh, it's not going to be serious, but most of the time it is serious, and a lot of the media out. I'm going to shoot my shot here. Just bear with me here. I'm going to shoot my shot. Some of the media's out there, they kind of brush things off here, but here we're on it. We have the best prediction out there. We predicted usually like 2 days out in advance when...
Exactly. I mean, with last hurricane season, we did, honestly, if you guys check out our Facebook page, that's where we posted a lot. Actually, for the last couple of years, we did a hell of a good job on there. So I definitely, I'm definitely looking forward to definitely forecasting this season for sure. And hopefully getting out in the field a little bit too, show you guys what we do out there and see what's going on. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I gotta stop letting my work job get in the way of everything. Unfortunately, gotta live, gotta pay bills. So for now, at least that job is holding me down in more ways than one, actually. But it is what it is. So, but yeah, I mean, work's just been pretty crazy lately. That's why we haven't been on here. Both of us actually.
Yeah.
So it's just been pretty crazy. So we're trying to make up for that. But we definitely wanted to come here and hit you guys up with a live stream. As you know, we usually do informal. So, all right, what's up, brother?
Hey.
Definitely good to see you. You at work right now, bro? I don't know if you are. If you are, did you hear that thunder? That was pretty crazy. Unless somebody, I don't know, maybe Daryl fell off the ladder or something. No, I don't know. Yeah, hey, bro. Next week, I'm looking forward to working with you. We both, for lack of a better term, and I hope this doesn't demonetize us, but if we're gonna be in the shit, at least we're gonna be in the shit together.
Yes.
So that's one good thing there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so we'll definitely see you. Well, I'll definitely see you at work next week for sure. They only gave me 1 day off this weekend too. I'm supposed to have 2. They gave me 1, so it is what it is. So can't complain. Got a job, so it is what it is.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, if you are at work, hopefully it's going well for you. I know they probably driving you crazy there. I know they're gonna be driving me crazy when I get overnight too. So unfortunately, no, I didn't hear it. I had my earbuds in. Yeah,
there you go.
I understand that. They be trying to take my earbuds away during the day, man. I don't understand that. They're taking them away, and it's like, come on, man, I need that. But anyway, all right. I don't want to do too much.
It looks like some of these same areas that got hit early in the year are getting back in the gun again. Like some major cities here, Shreveport being one of them. Natchitoches and Natchitoches is definitely 2 of the ones that been been under the gun lately here with some of these storms.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty crazy. I mean, even Dallas, if you guys head over to Reed's channel after this. Also, I've noticed Reed saying this a lot, but a lot of his content's actually being stolen. unfortunately, and it's actually starting to get some of his content demonetized because of that. It's an unfortunate thing in our field that this thing does happen. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, yeah, check out his channel. Definitely give him a like as well. Definitely subscribe to his channel, along with ours as well. But he had a cool video of the actual tornadoes the other day in the Texas Panhandle. I know the city that they were in. They had a storm chasing meeting there, and well, that's interesting. Anyway, they had an interesting storm meeting, and then as those storms came through, right in the place that they met at, there was 114 mile per hour wind gust. So, and Reed was actually moved away from that area. So I wonder what would have happened if he would have stayed in that area.
Exactly.
I wonder what. Yeah, I mean, I know he would have been. The energy would have been crazy with him. Sure. But yeah, guys, definitely check out Reed. Reed Timber, that is. Definitely check him out on YouTube here. He's definitely has been an inspiration for us for a long time. I mean, we've been watching his videos since tornadovideos.net, and
those were the good old days.
Those were the good old days for sure.
Being in my grandmother's house, is popping them one by one, just being amazed of some of the content that he comes out with.
Yeah, and then still to this day, so it's definitely pretty interesting. Definitely make sure you head on over to Reed Timber's channel. He's definitely got a lot of storm chasing videos there. He does a lot of good breakdowns as well. It's definitely good to support his channel. Like I said, actually, a lot of his content is being stolen lately, unfortunately, and that seems to happen. All right, bro. Yeah, definitely have a good one. Stay safe, man. Definitely appreciate that. Always appreciate, supporting the channel there. I'm looking forward to working with you on both fronts, so we'll see what happens there. All right. So let's see here. Yes, I mean, even New Orleans is going to be in the action tomorrow, but it looks like it's going to be more of a sort of wind event maybe down there. We'll have to check some of the data coming in. But yeah, I mean, we have a massive slight risk definitely taking place. Also that enhanced risk, and then a smaller, moderate risk, but that's really, it's not, can't really say small, because definitely we can have some major tornadoes and major storms. Even if you don't get a tornado, you're going to have a lot of hail. Especially damaging winds, things like that. Probably power outages, I'm sure, as well, with all the lightning strikes that's definitely going to come about. So let's actually take a look at that. So this is actually, this is weathermodels.com. This is actually another website that I found recently. It's definitely very good. They have a lot of data. You can actually select a lot more sort of areas to look into, which is nice. It allows you to zoom into more areas than most websites, but nevertheless, it's still pretty good. And it actually displays the time in regular time, normal time, and then it also displays it in the Zulu time as well. So that's pretty good. So it's neat to see. So if we step this forward, you can see all these lightning strikes later on, which is pretty neat. So that's definitely pretty crazy. I think this came out earlier today. I think this came out like this morning, but that's okay. That's no problem at all. So we can step forward into about midnight tonight. So you could definitely midnight, right? Or is that tomorrow? That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Let me see.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Yeah, so it's midnight. Yeah, midnight tonight. So you can definitely see those storms that are actually impacting the area. They're still moving across southern Arkansas here, heading into Mississippi. Even down to the southern and central Mississippi could definitely get hit later on tonight. But as we step this forward tomorrow, you can definitely see some of these storms start to blow up right around the lunchtime hour, especially in Texas, Louisiana, even up into Arkansas and northern Mississippi as well. So that's definitely pretty interesting to see. We'll definitely have a major severe weather outbreak tomorrow. I do anticipate a lot of tornadoes, a lot of damaging wind gust reports, definitely some hail, possibly even golf ball, baseball size hail is definitely not out of the question tomorrow. So it's definitely pretty interesting. But take a look at that. It blows up.
It blows up in just from an hour frame there.
Yeah, so that's about 2 p.m. there. So that's definitely pretty crazy. Hopefully I can get back in time tomorrow to do a stream. I usually get off about 1:30, so we'll see what happens here. Hopefully I can get out of there maybe a little bit earlier than that. But yeah, you can definitely see these definitely blow up. And unfortunately, it starts to get more of a linear structure as well. And then you have these prefrontal confluence bands out front. So that's not a good situation. I mean, we could definitely see a lot of tornadoes out of that. And this actually extends, from almost all the way across eastern Texas here, even down possibly into the Houston area. So that's not good. Definitely in the Houston area for sure. So that's midnight on Friday. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, this is just going to continue. A couple linear bands come through. We're going to have to watch out for these discrete supercells that form out ahead of this. Just to, it'd be crazy. I'm sure it's definitely going to be crazy.
Absolutely.
The SPC definitely is doing a good job so far at predicting these storms like this. So let's actually head into... we'll head into 18Z tomorrow. So 18Z we'll be looking at around 1 p.m. tomorrow. So it's definitely pretty interesting. Let's take a look at some of these this data here. Already marginal tornadoes definitely popping up. A little bit of elevated mixed layer there. So right in that region. 137 for the SRH value, so still pretty low. It was pretty crazy the other night. The SRH values with the Moore, Oklahoma tornado, the Cape was only down to about 100, 150 joules per kilogram, and then the SRH values is what really tipped it over. So the helicity and the shear values. So there was SRH values of over 1,000, which is definitely crazy. I mean, El Reno was at 389. So just imagine, it's pretty crazy. It was a QLCS tornado, so it was a little bit weaker. I think it was EF3. Just imagine if that was just a discrete supercell, that would not have been good at all. That probably would have been a very, very significant damaging tornado, possibly, major tornado for sure.
Mm-hmm. Cape value is looking at 1596 there, and it's forecasted to go down to 1540 there.
Yeah, so that's definitely buoyant for sure. That's more than what we had the other night. So unfortunately, it definitely looks like this could be a pretty intense tornadic situation. So we head into Texas. So Houston, Texas right here. Let's head to the north of Houston a little bit. Definitely look at that. Actually, I could probably go local. Might be better. But you can see the photographs are definitely curving a little bit even more to the south. SRH values are a little bit down. Cape values of 1,707 though, so that's definitely pretty crazy. It doesn't look like a cap's going to be, well, maybe a little bit.
It's like a kink, real notified double kinks in the...
Oh, yeah. Nice elevated mixed layer. It's going to help clear out those clouds, carve out the cloud deck there so the sun's going to shine through, which obviously is not good in terms of severe weather. You definitely want to have, if you're looking for severe weather, you definitely want to have the carving of those clouds, the clearing, I should say. So that way the surface heating builds up and you start to get some of those low-level winds as well, start pushing through. Strong surface winds is always good. Are definitely always good for tornado, severe thunderstorm development as well. Definitely create that shear in the atmosphere that we need to stretch that horizontal vorticity into the vertical to produce tornadoes. So it definitely looks like it's going to be an interesting day. Let me see here. If we head into, this is, let me zoom in a little bit. It's probably better if I go down to local just to get a handle on some of this. And I guess, are they not going to do that? Nope. I guess you can't go further than that. Maybe regional. Regional might do it, I hope. I guess sometimes it does that. Severe weather. Well, I guess we can look at that stuff a little bit. I guess national, you can only do the lightning index.
Oh, the high resolution model, yeah.
That kind of sucks. That's okay. So 0Z is about, let's see here. 0Z is about, what, 7 p.m.-ish? So it's definitely pretty crazy.
Oof, got himself a PD. As you can see, that real noticeable curvature there, definitely.
Oh, yeah, take a look at that, guys. Look at the curvature from 0 to 1 kilometer. So 0 to 1 kilometer, we're looking at about 45 knots. So that's definitely pretty strong. Low-level jet's going to be ripping through there for sure.
Deep elevated mixed layer for sure.
It's it's going to be coming off the Mexican plateau there very, very strongly.
SRH value is huge.
344, that's pretty big. Even with the Cape, look at the forecast going up to 2,300.
That's even stronger than El Reno.
Yeah, it is. That's definitely pretty crazy. So we're going to have to watch this very carefully tomorrow. This is around 7 p.m. tomorrow. It's not going to be good. At least I don't think it's going to be very good. So we're going to have to watch this very carefully as we keep going forward. But yeah, that's a very stout elevated mixed layer for sure. Critical angles at 76. The closer it is to 90, the easier it is for storms to ingest streamwise vorticity into the actual storm, which helps stretch those horizontal rolls that are naturally created out ahead of thunderstorms and frontal zones into the vertical to create tornadoes. So it's definitely pretty interesting. I used to have animations about that. I don't know what happened to my old animations I made. I spent like 4 hours creating animations about that. I don't know what happened to them. They disappeared. So let's actually, let me get locations on this, and we can go to southern Arkansas. It's near like Magnolia here. 359. SRH. And that curved photograph, we're looking at 40 knots for the low-level jet. So that's not good. Tornado, so as we saw earlier, I think that was in southeastern Texas, above Houston. I think we had that PDS somewhere in here.
Marginal.
Let me find that one more time. I want to get a good handle on that. Marginal tornado. So let's go towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Tornado. Oh, man. Massive elevated mixed layer. There's a little bit of a cap there also. But I definitely think, what's the convective? Let me see here if I can find that. Yeah, convective temperatures at 79, and the temperature's at 74, so we get a little bit more daytime heating there. Maybe, could be possible, that we could see the convective temperature, the actual surface temperature rise above the convective temperature, which would definitely allow those air parcels to rise very quickly, and basically on their own, without any help there. So that's definitely not good. Let's see here. Man, I gotta find where that PDS was again. I wonder if I was in the middle here. Nope. Okay, San Antonio, nothing there. So we'll go up towards Austin, Marginal, Shreveport, Tornado. Did I go Little Rock? Damn, I wish I
think it was too north to be Little Rock.
I think so too. I think it was the border of Louisiana. It might have been right here, right on the Arklatex. Tornado. Ooh, 419 SRH.
Wow. Look at that.
430. This is right on the border between Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana here. So that's definitely not good. You can see we have storm 0 to 1 kilometers here, about 50 knots. That's definitely going to be ripping there. The level jet's definitely going to be enhanced for sure. So you can definitely see why the SPC has issued that moderate risk in these areas. 448 SRH. Oh man, that is not good. I really want to see where I got that PDS from.
Yeah, I'm actually doing it off camera trying to find it as well.
Man, I wish I would have had that marked. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find that. That was just like a fluke. Not a fluke, but I think that was like luck right there that I found that. I know there's going to be a lot in this area. Let's see. Southeastern Oklahoma. Severe. Man, that's elevated there. Elevated convection. 63 for temperature, though, in southeastern Oklahoma.
Wow.
Still 62 dew point. That's definitely pretty high. Having a 62 degree dew point, at the end of February, beginning of March, is like having like an 80 degree dew point, basically. See here. I'm curious. Well, I guess I really want to find that. I could have sworn it was right in here because this is exactly where you expect it at. Eastern Texas here, northeastern Texas. There we go.
There we go.
All right. Let me see something here. Let me take this over here real quick. Just want to see something. Okay, I'm curious. I'm very, very curious. Let me check something real quick. So